Hello everyone, my name is Audrey Edgar Martin and today we are going to be talking about audience analysis. So when you are giving a speech, your main goal is to connect with your audience. Audience analysis means you try to learn about the people you are going to speak to, such that your message meets with their needs, their interests, and actually their understanding. So without this, even your speech might even fail because people are not even understanding it. So I'm going to try to give you like what actually audience analysis does to help you in your speech. So the first thing audience analysis does is to help you in choosing the right content to give to a specific audience. So you know the topics that you're going to talk to, the topics that matter depending on what listeners that you have. Then another thing that it helps you is to select the right language. So in language, I don't mean the different languages, English, French, no. Here we are trying to look at what words you're going to use as you're speaking to a specific audience. The next thing that it helps you to do is like to keep people engaged. You get? So when you do analysis, you know which type of audience I'm going to talk to and how I'm going to talk with it. So it helps you to prepare and you know what you're going exactly to do, such that you can keep your audience engaged and they pay attention to what you are saying. So the other thing we are going to talk about the different types of audiences, and the first one is a friendly one. So a friendly one is the one that agrees with whatever things you say. If you are trying to motivate them, to inspire them, there is the way they accept everything that you say. And there is also an audience which is neutral. The neutral one, they have no strong opinions to what you are trying to say. So here you can try to use maybe facts and maybe clear reasons to win them as you are giving your speech. The other audience is the uninterested one. There are those audiences which are not interested with whatever you are saying. They don't really care. So here you can try to use stories. You try to capture their attention. You give them visual content such that they can get interested in what you are saying. Then the other type is the hostile ones. So the hostile ones, for them, they don't agree. They may not actually agree with what you are saying. So here you have to be very careful and you have to be very calm such that you can find a common ground with them. Because you have to have that common ground with them such that they can understand you and they follow you very well. So the other thing you're going to talk about are the different types of audience analysis, and one of the type is the demographic analysis. So demographic analysis, it tries to look at the age of the audience, their gender. Are you speaking to girls or boys? Their educational level, their religion. You have to be sure about the religion. Then also the culture. Then the other type is the physiological analysis. Now, the physiological analysis tries to understand people's attitudes, their beliefs, their values, and their opinions in general. Then, when you try to look at the situational analysis, you try to look at the time that you are giving a speech, the place, maybe the reason of the speech. Yeah, specifically those things they have to be noted. Then the other thing is the multicultural analysis. So multicultural is kind of related to demographic, but here we try to look specifically on the backgrounds of certain cultures, something. Then also try to avoid offensive languages, obscene words and stuff. Now I'm going to try to give you like specific examples, like real-time examples. So let's imagine you are talking to a given audience and we are talking about a topic maybe related to healthy eating. So suppose the audience is primary school children, you get? Then how you can talk to them is like you can say maybe eating carrots helps you to see, yeah, as maybe a superhero, something like that. But when you're talking to serious people who have done their medical students, you cannot start talking such nonsense. So you try to talk in scientific terms. Uh, you have done research, something like that, so such that you can match with their level of understanding and education. Then also we can give an example of a politician. So maybe if a politician is giving maybe a speech in farming, like in the community, here he has to just talk about maybe crop prices, maybe the weather conditions, something like that, weather challenges. But when we are talking to university students, we talk about how jobs are shifting, like you know those terms, then technology, what, even education, stuff like that. So generally, that's what I had for you about audience analysis. Meet you next time.